Okay, here we are. And I see Shirley. You're 4 minutes early. I love it. Thank you. Are you going to work along with me today, or we're just going to kind of watch and maybe do it later? I think we'll give it a couple minutes in case we do have some people that are going to work along, wait for them to get on before we get started, and we won't have to catch up. Let's see, I've got this on Facebook too. To get on before we get started, catch up. There we go. Okay, I'm on my own today. Hi, Rosario from Panama. How are you today? Okay, we'll wait for a few more. So if you're going to work along, I hope you're comfy and you got your stuff ready. Um, oh, Cynthia, yay! Yeah, we had a discussion this morning. In case you were wondering, when I showed the supply list, this little thing, it's my burnisher. I always use this, but it's bone folder or whatever. I just like to always keep that when I'm gluing stuff. Just one of those things. So actually, yeah, I hope you all like this idea. I've got. Oh, Shirley's just taking notes. Okie doke. Um, Sometime in July, I'm hoping still for July, we're going to have Marius from Scrap Boys has got a project already in the works, and it's his new collection. And then Carolina from Alchemy of Art. I don't know if you saw the post where she's got 3 new collections, and one of them is an autumn theme. And I kind of fell in love with that one. So she's going to do a project. Now, with both of those, there's going to be a small kit. We're going to put together a kit that you can buy. And so we should have plenty of time, to get that all organized. But I really like the idea that maybe we're working together, or in this case, just using part of our stash. And just to let you know, I do make ATC cards. I love making these cards. They're a lot of fun. They're quick, they're easy, and they're darn cute. Um, these are just some of the ones I put together, and they're nothing fancy. That's the thing that I like about them so much. You see, and you don't have really with ATC cards. I mean, I know there's rules about that. You can't make them too high, which is fine. 1 or 2 layers is plenty. But I've got tons of them, and I usually do two, like pick a collection and do 2 ATCs for each one. So that's part of my collection. The other thing too is, we're also practical, and you always want to know, what do you do with this stuff? Right now I'm storing some of these in a box, and the other thing you can do is there's no reason why you can't make an ATC card and use it in a journal. Just take what we're doing today and use it as part of your journal page, so it's doing double duty. The other thing that, as a matter of fact, I was talking to Valeria, just generally about crafting. And what do we do with them? Well, here's something that you can do. It's a 12 by 12 canvas, and they fit perfectly. You can fit 12 of them on a canvas. So if you wanted to, decorate the canvas, but then on the back, just use a little piece of Velcro. And yeah, and playing cards too. I've seen that, Rosario. Yeah. But you could mount these, and you could actually make like a trap and a little bit of Velcro and a canvas, and you're good to go. I really kind of like this idea, because then you can see all of them together. So those are my ideas about ATC cards. Alrighty, let's see who we got here now. Is anybody else going to play along with me today? I know Cynthia's got her stuff ready, so we won't be hearing from her. She's going to work with us. And I've got mine. And what I did is the photos that I showed you. It's exactly what I have sitting in front of me. So we are all okay. Seems like that's back. Let me split it to full screen. I am frozen. Right. Let me see if I can just go to single screen now. Oh, this is just wrong. All right, let me see. Okay, is it any better now? It's going to make me mad. I just don't know why that's doing that today. Okay, can you hear me any better now? Darn. Okay. Well, let's keep going and hope it doesn't happen again. So what I asked you to do is, it's funny because it's the StreamYard that's freezing, and I don't get that. Okay, so I asked you to cut 8, 2.5 by 3.5. So what we're going to do, and the way I like to do it, if I'm going to do multiples, is start with all the backgrounds. So let's pull out, if anybody's got Cosmos, since that one seems to be on the top. Huh. The TV's mute. I don't know what the deal is. Okay, so these are just a few things I pulled out. So go through your papers, see what makes you happy for a background. And this is the 12 by 12. If you got the 8 by 8, that's fine too. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, these little tags are almost perfect. Almost, but not quite. So let me just pick. Like I say, I know it's hard to make the decision, but we're just going to go with it. I'm just going to take this. And my decision is done. Let's set this aside. All right, now, I know a lot of times, when you're doing things, it's like, oh, measure, draw it on a pencil and whatever. That's not my style. So if you're going to do it, I'm going to take mine and I just line it up with the paper and take my X-Acto knife. This is easy for me. So if you've got your paper selected, either trace it on your card or do like I'm doing. And you got that one cut. There's your first one. Okay, first one for Cosmos. Now, for my second one, I kind of like this crackle effect. So let's line that up. And hopefully most of you have the same collections. If not, the basics are just the same. Just have some fun. Pick some scraps. Okay, there's 2. Now let's go to the next collection that we selected. And that would be, let's pull out Alice. And I think on this one, when I was going through the papers, yeah, this is one that the cards actually, it's close but no cigar. And it just has, I thought it was going to work. So let's just pick a paper that we like. And like I say, you know, we can spend time on picking papers. This part has always been one of my favorites. I like the border on this one. It's got a little bit of interest already. So we'll take that one. And I think this one with the writing. Okay. So pick up Alice stuff here. Keep your piles together. Yeah, I got a lot of scraps in there. That's no problem. Okay, so here we are with our Alice. Like I said, I really like to have the little border on this one. So we'll just cut that. There's one. And there's two. With this one, I like the little black and white border, and then there's writing. So I'm going to use that. Just line it up. Okay, there's that one. Now our next collection. This has always been one of my favorites, Oriental Garden. I just like the colors on that one. I like the reds. Set that over there. For this one, there were a lot of really pretty papers. I like that one. This one has a lot of good writing on it. And you can see I've been using my collections because, you know, I don't have the full pad, which is fine. I think I like this one. You know, so choose your favorites. Excuse me. And this one. I do have quite the scrap pile of stuff. Okay, so we've got that one. And I think on this one, I do like these flowers. Let's see what that, yeah. Okay, we got that. Put that pile back. And then our last two, I picked Amazonia. But this one has a ton. of really pretty patterns. And I think I like right in here. And I know I've already cut into the page, so here we go again. Not quite. I guess I'm a little weak today. That one. And this one, I think I like this bunch down here. A little off camera, but I'll get this cut. Okay, so we've got them cut. All right, so if you're working along, do you have all your backgrounds done and cut? Because I don't want to be rushing through if you're not with me. Okay, our next step then is going to take our scissors. And if you've got the fancy Tim Holtz thing for edges, use that. But for me, I just like to go through. And just takes a minute or two, but we're going to rough up all of our edges. I just like the little added texture on these when you do it that way. I don't always do it, but on these I like it. I like it. It's very quiet, so I hope you're working with me. And don't forget, because we keep this recorded on YouTube. You can always find it on the Facebook page. So if you want to go back and, just spend an hour or so. But I'm anxious to see how much we can get done in what amount of time. But sometimes you just sit down for an hour and it kind of just lets you just relax, do something fun. Hi, Kelly. All right, we're almost there. So I'm checking the time too to see how this is going. Except for the little 4 or 5 minute hiccup there with connection. It's only about 15 minutes to get your papers, your bases cut. Yes, we're on the ATC mission today. You didn't see the post for you to work along with me? Yeah, we're going to try to do more of this. Let you know ahead of time what supplies. We're going to keep it stuff you probably have on hand and in your stash, and let you work along with us. So it's, we can spend a lot of time just sitting and watching live and going, oh, that's nice, that blah, 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 blah. And you look down and you don't have anything in front of you finished. So I'm trying to see if this might be a little more fun. And I know Cynthia's working with me. So Cynthia, if you're not caught up with me, let me know, because I'll slow down. Thank you, Priscilla. I made it at 3 o'clock because I know my California buddies, Priscilla has church and other things. So I said, well, maybe if we do it later, she'll be home in time. Hi, Victoria. But yeah, maybe if we get in the habit of just spending an hour, with us and making something, I just think it'll be good all the way around. And I know it's great for me, especially, when I have to do lives. It's like, oh, I've got to make something. Because otherwise I'll think of, I could vacuum or do something else. All right. So I got my edges all done. I'm going to take a little bit of ink. Well, Priscilla, are you going to work with me? Because, we'll give you a couple minutes to catch up. This is not going to be a road race. There's no pressure. Because all we've done now is had your bases cut. And what I did is go through each collection that I pulled and cut two backgrounds for each card. So it's kind of like a gang assembly. So after I did that, I roughed up the edges, and I'm going to put a little ink on. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm going to say, if you don't want to do the edges, sometimes I get a paper. It's like, no, I don't need it vintage, or just use, black instead of the brown. It's up to you. Okay. Yeah, Kelly, I know we've all got a lot. You done? Were you here at the beginning when I showed you what you could do with them? Give me a minute here. Yeah, it's one thing, we make the stuff, and then where do you put it all? Hi, Patricia. Okay. Well, Priscilla's getting caught up, Callie. I'll show you what my idea is. I took a 12 by 12 canvas, and you can put a little bit of Velcro on the back of your ATC cards, and you can actually display them. And then with, with the Velcro, you can just take them off and you can swap them out. So you can just keep changing your collection for something to look at. Hi, Patricia. Yeah, Patricia, we're doing a work along with me. We're making ATC cards. And I'm just showing here that I've got a lot that I make. I love making them. The whole thing is this 12 by 12. Look, it's a perfect fit. I mean, you don't have to worry about measuring or alignment. A little bit of Velcro, tack them on, and just swap them out. So one of my great ideas. And then the way I keep the other ones is I've got a little box that they can stand up in, so you can flip through. And of course, me in the boxes. All righty. Okay. Now that we've got these, we're going to just go ahead and glue them on the cards. And I want you to note, I am not using a ton of glue. So just slide it on, line it up. And my favorite trick, always burnish it. It spreads your glue. And if you don't get it too close to the edge, you got a nice, neat glue job. So let's do these. Yeah, I thought it was so clever, especially a 12 by 12 is like, it was like it was made for that. And something you can look at, put it on an easel. It's pretty. And yeah, I had my junk journal out too. Yeah, take them and put them in your junk journals. Let them do double duty. But the bottom line on this is it's fun. It's something you can do in an hour or so. And you're doing something instead of just sitting and watching, Because by the time you've, sat for an hour watching somebody, it's like, yeah, okay, then, move on. I find it very frustrating sometimes when I, have too many things to watch and I haven't done anything. Got my little shavings on my table. That's okay. Okay. Now, we all have tons of ephemera and things like that. So I just kind of pulled out what I had. And I really didn't pay any attention. Hi, Helen. Because I really didn't want to have anything too prepared. Especially if you were going to work along with me. Because these things, you like to kind of look at them and say, okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to put on here? So we'll all be at the same place at the same time. Okay, those are done. 2 more to glue. And like I said, my version of an ATC card and yours might be a different thing. I've seen all kinds of different things with them. Yeah, glue it down and move on. Yeah. Well, sometimes it's almost painful. People take so much time. I've seen them. It's like, oh my God, move on. taking the glue and spreading it. I love this burnisher only because, you know, when you're pushing it in, what little glue you have on there is spread out. You know, this doesn't need to be industrial strength. It's a little card. I know. It's one of my things. That was on a t-shirt? No kidding. Really, that was funny. Okay. I've got my 8 bases. If anybody else is about caught up with me, I'll give you a second. Because then comes the whole, gee, what do I put on there next? Now for that, I usually I use just the 3D foam. I know we could, you know, cut little chips and little cardboards, but I just like the foam. It's neat and tidy. All right, where do we start? Which pile is closer? It's Alice. Oriental Garden is just staring at me. So let's move these aside. And here's my pile of stuff. I had some chips that I didn't use the whole thing. I went through my papers. And especially like on the 8x8s, let's see. Yeah, there were a couple of tags. So I always like, I like using those. I have some die cuts. I pulled out some more. That belongs to Amazonia. All right. So now we got this. And I think what I'll do is play around with these little tags. Now, of course, when you get into it, you know, you can put down little pieces of burlap or cheesecloth. You know, there's tons of things. By the time you get into that, you're also making a tag. So this is just your choices all the way around. So I'm just going to cut. And if you're working in quiet, that's great. Let's see what we've got. I do like these little tags. And then when you're finished making these little pieces can just go back in the little bag for the next time. And now with the newer collections, we've got more options. Besides just the die cuts, you've got rub-ons and all kinds of good stuff. Let me see what else we've got here. I think, as much as I like this, I wouldn't mind. All right, yeah. Okay, go for it. Yes, one of those. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another layer of paper. So on this, I like this corner. And what I'm doing is I'm pulling this part towards me. Otherwise, I end up with a white edge. And I'm going to try to avoid that. So let's see how I did there. Almost. And here again, pull towards me. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to break it up a little bit. Put in one more little layer. So we'll do the same thing. This might take a little longer than an hour today. I hope you don't mind. But if you end up watching later, you can always fast forward. There we go. And my glue. I'm just going to do the 3 sides. Maybe I should come a little bit closer while I'm doing this. Hold on just 1 second. There, much better. Is that better, a little bit closer? Okay, so I got this layer. And let's see what we got on the die cuts. Now, if I was real smart, I'd put them in a little bucket here. See, you could actually write, even with this, just do a simple sentiment or, something. Let me dig a little bit. And if you're working with me, you're digging too. Oh, pick and choose. Come on. There, I'm going to slip. I made it like a little pocket. So that tag that I cut, I can just stick out a little bit. Okay, I'm happy. Because if it's not museum quality, I'll just make another one. Change it up. But I think it's pretty. Okay, stick that in there. And I like. You see what I like? I've got a little tagger thing there. And this is a die cut, so it's already got a little dimension, so I'll just leave that flat. And I need a little round something. A little round. Or a big round. Okay. Nope. All right. I like the little butterfly. Remember, this is just fun. Just plain fun. All right, got my 3D foam. Thanks, Rosario. Yeah, those pockets, it was just kind of like by accident. I have one, and I said, well, geez, if I just do that, and then, you could slide it in, and then you can bring it up a little higher. Okay, and I'll even tack that down now that it's in. And also on the ATCs, you don't want them to be too far over the edges, but I like to allow a little bit. Okay, I'm calling that one done. Now here's number 2. Number 2, I think needs a little something. background it's pretty, but I need to lighten it up a little bit, I think. Otherwise, everything just kind of blends together. Yeah. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Okay. There's another, just kind of like a little border thing. Let's cut this up. See how close my measurements are. Good enough. All right. And this one I'm going to let it stick up just a hair. Well, good, Shirley. You know, I really find these so relaxing. It's little and it's fun. You know, you can play, use up your stuff. I enjoy making these. I really do. You know, if I'm at a loss, it's like, oh, come on, make something. You can make these and we're all good to go. Oh, now, you know, I'm supposed to read this if it's right side up or upside down. All right. My Japanese or Chinese or whatever. Let's just stick that right there. And then I like just kind of like that. Why not? Anybody have any objection to that? Like I said, these are die cuts and they're a little chunky anyway, so I'm not going to put any foam under it. All right, stick that down. And look at that. So really cute. No, I don't need a garlic die. No, too much. See, you can almost get too chunky on these. I end up just slapping myself down, which is probably not a bad thing. But I could. That's not bad. That's not bad. I've got two of these little greeny flowers. They're cute. Okay, I'm calling that done. Glue those down. Clean up my mess. That'll give you a chance to catch up. Yeah, I keep all my die cuts in bags by collection. Yeah, and for this go around, I didn't have you do any fussy cutting. But, you know, if we do another project or something that does need it, we'll let you know ahead of time. All right, let me clean up Oriental Garden for now. I didn't use the decorative chips. That'll be another time. Okay, let me get back in here. Let's see how we do on Cosmos. Now for Cosmos, there were some great little tags. And the other thing too, on the paper pads themselves, always check out the cover. There's a ton of little things that you can cut out and use. So I never discount that as potential. Okay, for this one, I'd like to have some words. Sorry, I'm off the thing here. Just cutting away. I like that one. And that circle is too big. Like I said, I love these tags, but they're just not quite the right size. So let's see what we got here. You can always cut out these animals and things. Yeah, this has potential here. The back side. Yeah, something like this. This would be good. Go faster if I used my bigger scissors, but we're stuck here. That's good. See, just these two pieces, this one little card, is going to add that extra layer of paper, I think. Which is what I'm looking for. Yeah. Well, that's cute. Okay. I know what I was looking for. I like this Cosmos collection. I like the moon. Well, that's okay, Cynthia. I'm here for you, really. It's not a problem. Yeah, we're almost at an hour, and we're working on number 4, about halfway there. So we'll see if we can do a little bit better. I don't mind staying if you're working with me, but if you're just watching, I don't want you to get bored and run off. A little trim here. But sometimes if you can see in real time, you know, you can gauge your day and say, oh, I got how much time do I have? Well, now you know. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I love Cosmos too. There's just something so appealing. I like the navy blue and the moon. Yeah, this one I pulled out. There was some chips. Let's see if I can stick one in there. Oh. Okay, now this one's going to be fun because I can already see this is what I want here. I'm going to do 3 layers there. That's good. Maybe do a believe. Stick believe under here. Nope. And for that one, that's something. That's something like, I've already got the moon there, so let's get something. The feather doesn't quite make it. Could add a little planet. But actually, too many circles. All right. Never stop looking up. And a planet. And we've got that circle doesn't quite work. I like this planet though. Okay, I'm going to layer it just like that. Yeah, I really didn't want it to get too round. You know how that goes. Everything is a big circle. Hi, Miriam. Okay, get down there. And this one. And remember, if you're not working along with me today, go through your stash. You know, these are just ideas, but pull out, pull out at random. Don't even give it any thought. Just pull it out and have a play. I would probably like one more thing with this, but don't know why. And I think the planet I'm going to leave flat. Pull out these chips. I like these little stars. All right. Now, we're getting close to the hour, and I'm just going to keep going because I really want to see how much we can get done. My goal was 8, and I was figuring maybe an hour and a half. Let me turn this around. Okay, done. Now we'll move on to my owl. sometimes it's hard for me to get started, get in the groove of, picking and just actually doing. All right. Get this down. This is the part where I lose my stuff. There it is, my burnisher. Okay. I like this circle. Got a little momentum going now. Okay, the owl is definitely going to be 3D. He's just too cool. Get them in there. What's taking a long time is getting these things off the backer. I usually have a little pick that I stab. That'll work. Okay. Done. Yeah, I could make a few more of these Cosmos. I like these. These make me happy. Push that down. Okay. Onwards and upwards. Put my die cuts aside. All right. Let's go for Amazonia. Oops. That was the sound of my die cut. I'll be picking those out of my basket. Oh well. Now this one, I love these backgrounds. And the back page too, these are great little elements. But on this, my plan, I like the tags. And also, there's something about this corrugated cardboard in this collection that just makes me happy. It's just a little bit of texture. So if you all be so kind, if you decide to, if you're not working with me now, but do it later, please post your pictures. Because we want to know, if we want to keep doing this. If it's nothing you like, if you don't want to do it or you're not going to work with us, we'll just go on. But I would love your input. Okay, get that one down. Let's see. These feathers are kind of cool. Needs a little something, something. And I think it's going to be that. And it's funny, on some of these, I'm using things that I probably wouldn't normally do or wouldn't build a whole project around. It's kind of crazy. There's just a different kind of freedom with these. I'm just going to put a little foam back there. Oh, for crying out loud. Some days are easier than others. All right, I'm just going to stick that right there. Go through my die cuts. Yeah, also, too, I like to pull out, tags and little sentiments and stuff. So if you've got, like, even those pads of sentiments, keep those handy, because you can always use those. It's a little short on sayings. Don't lose Alice. All right. Okay. And we will go this route. Let's see what we got in here. I got that and that. How about something round? I'm getting there. This is slow cutting. Would you guys see the, not to get off the subject here, but those new Tim Holtz scissors? I thought they were great. I used to have a pair since I'm left-handed, and plus I've got this huge fat thumb knuckle. I'm going to order a pair because they're just squeezed with a spring. I'm thinking my life is going to be a whole lot better. Okay, life tip. Stop expecting. Yay. Sounds good to me. Well, I'm glad. You fussy cut your first? Okay. Well, I cheated really by having the die cuts. That's pretty much pull them out. But Shirley, I'm glad you think it looks easy and you like them. When I first started doing it, truly, it was hard for me to not think, oh, this and this and this and this. But the simplicity of it. And if you look, those ATC clubs that Callie was looking at, I've looked at a lot of those things, and they're very simple. They're not fancy, but if you think about it, okay, we've got something really cute, easy, and then you stick it in on a journal page. So there are other things you can do with it, and then there again, if you make multiples, like I was showing you, just imagine all this cuteness on a canvas. It works its way into something really very nice, and it's very satisfying. Yeah, I think I'll probably make more of these. I love that Amazonia collection. That was all right. Amazonia's to bed. And we are on Alice. All right, let me pull out what I got. Yeah, note to self, keep your piles separate. Okay. Oh, these are those little Tim Holtz scissors. But like I say, the ones that he just came to see, because my thumb fits through. These are hard, and I'm left-handed, so that's a whole big deal. But the new ones, you hold like this, and it's a spring, and it just keeps popping back. So you're doing your hand and not your pushing on your thumb. So I'm waiting to see how that works. Yeah, I don't always see the new gadgety stuff, but oh, sorry, I did the other Amazon. Didn't do the other Amazonia. I'm an idiot. I thought I did too. Never mind. We're not moving on to Alice just yet. My fault. That's just me. That's good because I just saw a couple things I liked better. I like okay, now parrots aren't my favorite. Let's see what we got here. That's too big. Come on. See, I shouldn't walk and chew gum. All right, this one. I think this is going to get a cardboard too. I'm putting the corrugated. Yeah, but I just ordered them. As a matter of fact, it was like I'm not getting them until July 1st because they were brand new. Like I say, I had the Fiskars. These are the ones I've been using like forever. See, it's like this. But my lock broke too, so they're constantly open. But I have 3 pairs of those. Yeah, I don't always see the new gadgets, but that one just caught my eye. Because truly, I do like to fussy cut. Okay, here we're going with Amazonia. I like this. And I'm going to take these little ones. Okay, got that. And this is where the decorative chips come in handy. So if you don't have them, I didn't know Fiskars had a lifetime warranty. I'll be darned. No, I didn't know that. Like I say, they just they lay it. They don't lock. So it's like, careful with throwing them in a drawer or something. But I like this. Oops. Maybe this is going to stick on this. I refuse to bring out a glue gun. There's the right side. There we go. Hold that down. I'm way off camera. Sorry, I'm gluing. My bad. And this one is just going to sit right there. So what? I like it. Okay, I'm going to let that one just go. Because in about 5 minutes, I might look at it and say, oh, just add that. If you spend too long on it, okay, I've got 2 more to go. And if we're lucky, we'll make this whole thing in an hour and a half. Make 8 of them in an hour and a half. I don't think that's too bad. Okay. That one's done and done. Now we do Alice. I can't believe I've only did one. Okay. Alice, we've got to stuff. There's another die cut. I did dig up some chips. Most of the Alice chips were kind of big. Just didn't make me happy because they didn't fit on the ATC card. You have to save those for a tag. Let's see. Cute. All right. Yeah, at least I did. You know, they're simple. They're simple, and they're just like fun to look at. Let's see what we got here. A sticky teapot there. Am I off camera again? I'm sorry. Yeah, and you know, really, you can get away with a whole lot less than a whole bunch of ephemera too. You know, just in the paper pads themselves. Let's go with this one. Like the Mad Hatter. Cut aparts, yeah. Let's see how this is going to look under here. Cynthia, are you still out there? Because I know you've got a hot date this afternoon, either with the swimming pool or your sister. So let me know if you're still out there and how it's coming. You know, actually, gosh, I don't know, was it 2 years ago or longer? Priscilla and Cynthia and Monica and I got together and we made Christmas ornaments live. We just kind of met up and opened our stuff and had a little working afternoon. That was really kind of fun. It was quite fun because we all had the same products we were working on. I kind of missed that. It was fun. Okay. I'm not going to trim that too far down. Cute, cute. I know I'm patting myself on the back. No, I'm really not. Just go these once again. Push that down a little bit. Oh, yep, Cynthia's still here working. And yes, she has a hot date. Excuse me. All right, let's finish this up with something fun. And my little supply of die cuts is kind of dwindling. Excuse me. You seem to keep pulling out your favorites. Do I have one that says drink me? Oh, I love these little playing cards. These are cute. Oh, I've got drink me. All right, drink me. Yeah, we have to do it again. You know, that's a for sure. All right, I'll be putting some thought into that. Yeah, what we did is I think what we did is just have a selection of papers, and everybody got basically the same papers, and we made the ornaments from chipboard kits. But it was fun. It was a good afternoon. And there again, no pressure. Okay, we're getting there. I don't know if I'm happy about where that is. But it's going to be there. Okay. Done. All right, we are on the last one. Let's make this a good one. What do we have that's so much fun? It's a little... Yeah, see, I'm just digging through die cuts. And, you know, if you've got a sit and fussy cut, I know it's going to take you longer. Yeah, Priscilla, that was a good crafty. You're right. That was one of the most fun afternoons. We were happy. We were quite happy. See that tag? I swear to God, I shouldn't. No, why not? I'm going to put a little something behind him. Raise that up. Okay. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I am, I mean, there is a certain amount of, trying to build a little composition. It's not just slap it on and call it done. But it does get easier. Your eye tells you, yeah, it's going to work or no, it's not. Those die cuts are, sometimes they're a little hard to get stuck down. Now, next time we do one of these lives, I hope you guys will be a little more adventurous and join in. And we'll go as slow as you need to go, as long as we know you're out there. That makes me happy there. I'm putting it away. I'll see if there's something else I want to put on there. That has potential. Is it broken? No. It's amazing how much stuff we collect. And if I live to 100, I might actually use some of it. Okay, we're doing a cleanup here. All right, move that aside. This one is, I didn't realize I had this chip. Now if I get it out of here without breaking it. Okay. It's a skinny little one and I don't want to break it. It's gonna, come on. Well, that's just about cute there. I don't know if you can see, it says Wonderland. God, that's noisy. Okay. Cynthia, you're done. Yay. Woohoo. It's right. Oh, that makes me happy. That makes me very happy. The chippies, they can be fussy, but boy, they're handy. Really handy. All right. So this has been an hour, not quite an hour and a half, because we did have some chit chat time and freeze time. So let's put this together. So they look. Well, that's just crazy cute. Oh, yeah. You have to be careful. That's like with that Wonderland one. Okay. We are done. It is 4:26, so hour and a half, give or take. But we can make 8 of these. So I hope you'll give it a try. And even like, if you didn't do it with me, like I say, pull the stuff together and then just kind of time yourself. Say, look, I've got an hour and a half to play. How much can I do? And you can do it. So that is it. It's hard to pick a favorite. Well, just keep them all then. But I really, like you get your favorite collections. And actually, when I went in, I kind of closed my eyes and I just pulled one of my folders and pulled it out. I didn't want to, just didn't want to be, spending too much time deciding on collections. But a lot of you, if you're the fan, Stamperia fans, you'll have this stuff, or pick any other brand, and do it. But I happen to like these. Okay, well, I'm going to let y'all go. And I thank you for joining me. And I hope we can do it again. So, be sure and let me know. I mean, if you like this, great. We'll keep, giving you the supply list and letting you work with me. Otherwise, we'll just go back to the same old, same old. Here, let me see if I can. Okay. So that is going to do it. And next week, and thanks for watching, really, and I'm glad you liked it. Next week is Patricia. So we'll get to see what goodness she's got in store for us. But in the meantime, have a good week. And I hope you liked what we did. And work with me again sometime. So everybody take care.